This colorway is kinda perfect. After being easily the most sought after and popular Jordan model of the last few years, the Jordan 4 has become a lot easier to get recently, with even super hyped colorways like the military blues going for around retail price. And personally, I think that is amazing news because I was able to secure one of the cleanest pairs of Jordan 4s of the last few years for retail, and I'm excited to review them. In this video, I'll be talking about the Jordan 4 Oxidized Green. So these did release early in Europe for a retail price of 210 euros, and the official release date in North America will be in July the 13th to be precise, for a retail price of $215. So for those of you who are watching this video from the United States, and based on my analytics, that seems to be most of you, I'm very happy to get this early review for you guys. They did release in full family sizing as well. In Europe on the sneakers app, all the big sizes sold out really fast, so don't expect these to sit or for these to go on sale once they do release in the US. And to be honest, they're way too clean. There's no chance of these going on sale. So let's get straight to it, starting off with the box. It's done completely in this oxidized green color, which I can say has a metallic finish to it. And I love the way the box looks, especially when the light hits it. It has this nice shiny finish. And getting to the shoes, my first impression was, wow, this colorway is super clean. And it reminded me of one of my favorite sets of Jordan 4s over the last few years, which was that metallic pack. It was like a regional exclusive drop. I know Europe got the red pair, which I had. The US, I believe, got the purple. The one I really wanted from that pack was the green one. So these right here are actually a pretty good alternative. In fact, I might actually even like these better. The green on here is a lot darker, and I think they're just a lot easier to pull off. You can wear this with pretty much any outfit. You don't have to worry about incorporating green into your outfit. Even if you maybe missed out on the Jordan 4 SB Pine Greens from last year, I still think these right here are a very good alternative as well. A perfect summertime colorway as well. We're finally getting a nice white Jordan 4 this year. We all thought the military blues would be the white Jordan 4 we needed for the summer. Well, once we got those in hand, it turned out the upper on those was a lot more gray than people expected. So here you're actually getting a very clean white upper. And I have to say, I absolutely love the age details on here as well. You can see that sail color on the midsole, the back half of the shoe. Like, imagine if this sneaker released a couple of years ago when that combination of green and cream was really popping off. Pretty much every Instagram mood board featured those colors. If these released back then, this would have been maybe the most hyped Jordan 4 to come out that year. I'm glad it didn't though. I'm glad I didn't have to fight with the bots to get these. These were very easy to get. You have the green Jumpman on the tongue of the sneaker, and you also got that metallic green Jumpman on the heel. No Nike Air on the back this time. Personally, I have never cared whether the Jordan 4s have a Jumpman or a Nike Air at the back. I know the OG sneakerheads seem to really care about that. As far as I'm concerned, it's on the back of the sneaker. No one really even looks at that part when it's on your feet. You get green insoles with this pair, and also the inner lining on this one is done in that oxidized green too. In some initial pics of the shoe, we actually saw a white mesh underneath the cage. Turns out those were just fake images, because actually we are getting some green, some oxidized green mesh on this one, which I'm glad they did. You also get this hint of cool gray as well. You can see that on the outsole. It is very subtle, but I like that it's there. Unfortunately, when it comes to the laces, they only provided us one set of laces, these white laces, which of course look clean, but I would have loved to get some cream laces with this pair because it would really set it off. It would go so well with the midsole. But yeah, Jordan brand, you should have given us an extra pair. Let's talk about leather quality, because that's what every Jordan head wants to know. I'm happy to say that as soon as I took these shoes out the box, I knew that my feet would not hurt in these, because you get some nice soft tumble leather on this pair. It's nice and smooth, feels good to the touch. It's not as good, I would say, as the leather on the Reimagined 4s. However, it is way better than the leather we got on the military 4s, if you even want to call it that. I mean, this leather did feel a bit plasticky. If you skipped out on the military 4s because of all of the negative reviews you saw on the shoe, well, then you're gonna be pretty happy that you saved your money to get these instead. From a quality control point of view, I'm happy to say that my pair didn't seem to have any noticeable flaws that I could detect. There's a little bit of stitching coming loose here, but overall can't really complain. Pretty decent pair. The shape on these seems to be slightly different than the military 4s. With the militaries, it does seem to have much more of a slanted look to it, a much more slanted toe, whereas the Oxidized Green, the upper does seem to look a bit flatter. And when it comes to sizing, so I did get this in my true size, which is a US 11, and I have to say these fit a bit strange to me on feet, because it seems like there's a lot more room than usual in the toe box area. Like you can see when I press down on the toe, there's quite a bit of space there, which is a bit unusual. I certainly didn't feel that on the military 4s or even the SB 4s that came out last year. From a width perspective though, they feel like the perfect size. I don't think I should have gone down half a size in these. My pinky toe is getting slightly squeezed in here, but nowhere near as much as it did on the military 4s. So it does seem like this pair is a bit longer in the toe area for some reason. You can even see when I'm walking around in the shoe, you can tell by the way the toe box is creasing that there's slightly a bit too much room. But I don't think I'm going to be sizing down here. Like I said, the width is perfectly fine, and for me that's more important than the room in the toe. If you have wide feet though, I would suggest going up half a size. In terms of comfort, they're just way more comfortable to me than the military 4s, which is a pair that I had to really ask myself every time, do I really want to be wearing these, because I know it's going to hurt my feet. These are not hurting my feet. They feel pretty good. They're not as comfortable as the SB 4s because they're not as wide in the toe area. However, the nice soft leather really helps here. So overall, a decently comfortable Jordan 4. My overall thoughts on the Jordan 4 Oxidized Green from a colorway point of view, I actually love these. I think these look sick. It's a great shade of green. The vintage details really look super clean as well. The soft leather is much appreciated as well. I already know in the summertime you can rock a pair like this with some shorts. This might end up being one of the most slept on Jordan 4s of the year, and I think next year people might regret not getting these.
If you made it to this part of the video, I wanted to get your thoughts as well on this other upcoming Jordan 4 later on in July. This is the Jordan 4 Paris, and they are basically in commemoration of the Paris Olympics. I think the different shades of gray on this pair looks really sick. Of course, it reminds me of the Cause 4s from a few years ago. So definitely I have this one on my radar as well. What do you guys think? Will you guys be trying to go for these instead of the Oxidized Green? Let me know.
Do let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the Jordan 4 Oxidized Green? Are you planning on getting a pair? And if you haven't already done so, make sure you are following me on Instagram, because that is where I am the most active, dropping daily content on there. So make sure you follow me. And of course, if you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys as always for all of the support. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.